Hi, and thanks for tuning in to this month's Northwest Vision. I'm Karen Ruth, Superintendent of Schools in Northwest ISD. Last month, we recognized 23 exemplar educators representing each campus at our annual Inspire celebration. These teachers are truly an inspiration to us all. As we move into the last 6 weeks of the school year, I'd like to focus on all of our teachers and share with you my deep gratitude for these educators who do such an amazing job each and every day. With me today to help recognize the traits of outstanding teachers in Northwest ISD is Byron Nelson High School student Nicole Martinson. Nicole, thank you for being here today. Northwest High School student Samantha Oswald. Thank you, Samantha. And Still Accelerated High School student Micah Larson. Micah, thank you for joining us today. So I'd like to start the conversation with asking you to just share your thoughts. Why do you appreciate teachers in Northwest ISD? Micah?
Teachers can help us through some of our hardest years in our life, especially in our teenage years. They can help us with issues that we might be having, and they can provide insight into our lives because they've been there before and they've experienced it, so they kind of know what's going on.
You mentioned when we were talking earlier a particular characteristic that you thought that you appreciated in teachers.
Patience. Patience is a big key in a good teacher.
What about you guys?
I would say that the teachers I appreciate most are those that get involved and they show up to be the chaperone at the dance or sponsor the school club or take us to the regional science fair. Those teachers that put forth the effort of a day in a year or weeks out of their year, those teachers are, to me, the ones that stand out and show that they care and they're there for us.
Do you see that in teachers that you work with?
There are a lot of teachers that get so involved in our school.
What about you?
I would have to say the quality that I appreciate most in teachers is their dedication to their job and their students. Reason being, a student goes into a classroom with the mindset to get the grade. Mm-hmm. A teacher goes into the classroom with a mindset to give the grade for that student, sure enough, but also ensures that they take that information with them later on in life, which oftentimes we don't think about and we only appreciate when we have to look back on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you talk about moving on to the rest of your life. What are some of the things that teachers have done that you believe will prepare you and have helped you prepare for those big decisions that come? Who'd like to start?
I'll take this one.
Okay.
My freshman year, I was terrified to speak to people, and now I'm going to be hosting Night of Excellence, and I'm student council president, and I'm confident in what I do, and it's because my teachers pushed me to do things and get involved in things, and brought me to conferences and things like that through student council that have kind of helped me develop who I am as a speaker and as a leader. And just teachers that have given me the comfort of knowing it doesn't all have to be decided. You have time to figure out who you are and what you're doing, because I've come to that crossroads so many times this year. And so many of my teachers have just helped me find what I'm good at and what I like, and just focus on that for now and decide when I get there what I need to do.
So you feel prepared to meet
Absolutely.
the future and the questions that you'll have for yourself.
Absolutely.
How about you, Nicole or Micah? Either one of you.
Well, what I appreciate about what they've taught me is when they take a lesson in a classroom and they say, this will apply to real life in this fashion.
How about you, Micah?
I've had teachers, especially within the last year, when I was running out of steam, I was getting a little frustrated with school, ready to be done, that kept on pushing. They knew my goals, and they helped me to continue with that and continue doing well in school so that I wouldn't be frustrated with myself and others when I got to the end and realized that I really could have done much better.
I hear a common theme in what you're telling me, because what I'm hearing you say is that that teachers take an interest in you as a person and recognize what you say you need. Can you share any times when you believe as a student your teacher may have opened a door for you that you didn't expect to be there for you?
One of my 7th grade teacher, she told me that I was really good at math and that I should move into pre-AP. and I didn't think I could do it because I'm not fast at math and I don't pick up the concepts quickly, but she thought that I was capable of doing that, and so the next year I moved into math, and it's been great. I actually almost like math now. and I was doing tutoring at Steele, and so it's been really great. I love the accomplishment of understanding something and knowing that a teacher did that and took that interest in me to help me succeed with that.
You know, there's an impression that that teachers are available and work with school and are part of our lives as educators during our school year. But there's also a backstory to the work that goes into preparation and designing learning experiences for students. As students, what have you noticed about the effort, the time, the availability of teachers, and how do they show that to you?
I know that many of my teachers have families of their own, and they have kids, and they have, you know, so much going on in their own lives. And I know that as an adult, I hope that I'm involved in things other than just my career. But I know that there are those teachers that I appreciate. They go to workshops on weekends to be involved in this club, or they go and look at the Dallas Museum of Art because they're an art teacher and they want to teach us new things. They go to do things to help. And it's just nice to know that they have a family, but they're still willing to do that. And in return, a student becomes more interested in what they're doing when they're just as compatible with us. If we are interested in their family and their lives and what they do outside of school, not necessarily so personally,
but as people.
But as people, we respect them more, and we find a way to relate to them and respect, and it's more of a mutual friendship and understanding that we're people and we do things outside. So it's a nice thing when we get to know more about a teacher.
I'm going to ask you to close our conversation today by, and I'll give you a minute to think, but I'm going to ask you to tell me one word you believe describes a teacher in Northwest ISD.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
Mike, go right ahead.
I would say involved, because some of the best teachers are involved. They care for you, they do their work, they put countless hours of effort into us, and then you can see the return from all of the appreciative students.
Great.
You go first. I'm still thinking on it.
I would say concerned, and not in a bad way, but they're very concerned because they're teaching the future generation. They're teaching who's running the school next, who's running the government next, and I think teachers are way underpaid. I think that teachers are one of the most important jobs that we have, equal to surgeons and anything that, because they're raising the generation. When we're not at home learning from our parents, we're here learning from our teachers. And I would say they're concerned and they want to do their best so we can do our best to help them be at their best in 50 years.
That's wonderful.
For me, a teacher is demonstrative because they practice what they preach. They go into the classroom, they show integrity.
May is Teacher Appreciation Month, and I hope that you, and I hope that those of you who are in our community will take the time to let teachers know, both in your past and in our students' future, how much we do appreciate their work. Our district's goal is to recruit, develop, retain, and recognize an exceptional, highly motivated staff to optimize student engagement and learning. I hope you do take the time this month to appreciate teachers, your own, your child's teachers, your friends' teachers, and let them know the difference they make each day. And thank you, each of you, for being our guest today and sharing so well your thoughts and your appreciation of teachers in Northwest ISD. Thanks.
Thank you.
I appreciate you very much being here, Nicole.